Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Semis. The Orlando Magic come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Boston Celtics. Round 2 of the NBA
The Eastern Conference semifinals continue here on. We look at the Celtics. They come into this game too, Greg, with everything to play for.
And Kevin, let's be honest, this is more or less a must-win game for them. As the lower seed, putting yourself in a 2-0 hole makes the job that much tougher. They need to steal home court advantage tonight to have any chance in this series.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. The guards are Pritchard and White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. Tatum at the elbow. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum, like most players, is best when he's aggressive and attacking the basket.
Here's Roberts. Pass to Banchero. Carter against Porzingis from 10 feet out, and it's off the back rim, no good. And it's the Celtics ball. Right the pass to Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Wagner. And here's Tatum for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Tatum's got 5.
You got to D-up Tatum from deep. He's got that kind of range.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
I caught up with Coach Jamal Mosley. Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum. He said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. Well, that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Thanks, David.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
White, wide open, he fires. No good from outside. Banchero passes to Roberts. Carter with the screen. Takes it inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Tatum on the wing. He's covered by Banchero.
Coming at you with so many ways to get his points. Tatum draws a lot of contact throughout the game. Gets himself to the line.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game. And so Tatum nails them both. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Roberts looking for an opening. Caldwell Pope on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Porzingis with the block.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top 3-point shooters in the playoffs. Franz Wagner is second. In the 3rd spot, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And the bright lights of these playoffs have done wonders for each of their 3-point shooting. That's what they were both hoping for.
Here's Wagner. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
Hey, you really can't fault the defense there. I mean, Wagner just outstanding at knocking down challenge jump shots.
Back to Tatum. Pass to White. The kick out to Brown. Back to White. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Well, he might not be a pure shooter, but he's a very steady one. I like that they're getting White something in rhythm here.
Caldwell-Pope outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Banchero against Brown to the left wing. Tatum a screen. Pritchard off target from three-point range.
And they had some boxed coverage that turned into no coverage.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Roberts passes to Carter. Here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Roberts. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Roberts got 6 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Tatum against Banchero. Tatum on the wing. 7 points in the game. And out of bounds is the Magic. Will gain possession. Jalen Suggs is checked in for the Magic. And so it's Roberts. He'll bring up the ball for Orlando. And this group looking so confident here in the postseason. Just cruising so far. Going 5 games straight. Undefeated.
And this is a team that isn't just looking at going deep in the playoffs. They want the ultimate reward that only comes after 16 wins. The way they are playing right now, they are clearly in contention to go all the way. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Roberts. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Tatum on the wing. Over Banchero. A nice shot by Tatum. He's got 9. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
It's your 407 Steve.
The Magic have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Suggs kicks to Banchero. Roberts passes to Wagner. Misses the wing chair.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Tatum. Great defense that time from Banchero. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Wagner left side. Pass to Roberts. Wagner against Brown. 5 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Roberts finds Wagner. Porzingis with the rebound.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Hey, White is a fighter. He's close inside. He's committed to going aggressively to the rack. And if he doesn't score, he at least is going to draw the foul.
Mo Wagner's checked in for the Magic. Then for the Celtics, Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Porzingis. Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Holiday in for Pritchard. Chalk up 2 there.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Holiday, a screen on Banchero. Brown's shot is good.
You know, early on, Brown struggled with his confidence taking threes. Now, he's a knockdown threat.
Here's Roberts. 8 points for him. And it's Carter missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Out to White. There's a good screen. And again, Boston with the triple.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Wagner outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Celtics leading by 4. Inside Holiday. It's White on the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. That's 10 points for Derek White.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
The Magic have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The first one falls. Orlando making some changes. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Wendell Carter. And it's Franz Wagner in for Banchero. The Celtics have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Horford sets a screen for Tatum. Offline with his 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Suggs finds Roberts. Isaac outside. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Man, I like the deep ball of Isaac there, man. Has good touch for a big fella, and he shoots it with confidence.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here's Tatum for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Tatum's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Celtics. Wagner has screen on Holiday. Kicks it out to Wagner. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stance-wise? Both on the floor at the 3 and 5. It's the Wagner brothers, Franz and Mo. Caldwell Pope out there with Flash. And it's Banchero in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half. Filling it up.
Here's Roberts. He's got 12. Caldwell Pope finds Roberts. Kicks it out to Banchero. Orlando moving the ball around. Takes a 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Tatum with it. Picked up by Banchero. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. Well, you look at Flash, 3rd in assists and a great leader.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Goga Bitadze's checked in for Orlando. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Franz Wagner. Here's Roberts. 15 points in the game. Pass to Banchero. Over Porzingis. And again, it's Orlando converted.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Now Porzingis. And again, Boston with the triple.
Now shooting the 3 ball at almost a 60% clip. They've been blazing this second quarter.
Here's Roberts. Pass to Caldwell Pope. There's the triple. Sinks the triple. Caldwell Pope's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Hey, you got to love that response. KCP not wasting any time getting those points back. Right back at him.
White the pass to Porzingis. Inside. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And the Celtics making a change here. Kate is jacked in.
Number 88, Neemias Queta.
And White kicks to Brown. Shot clock at 5. Over Banchero. The rebound by Bitadze.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Roberts. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Magic.
You know, in the early going, they've been effective scoring in the mid-range, and if it's falling, I say stay with it.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Banchero with the screen. Roberts passes to Bitadze. Here's Banchero. It's hauled in by Brown. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. Then Cam down as he goes right over Paolo Banchero.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Roberts got it all tied up now for the Magic.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes, they last days.
Brown against Banchero. Shot from 16, and another basket for Boston.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And Roberts kicks to Isaac. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Boston shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Here's Pritchard, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And the first one drops for the Magic. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. And it's Franz Wagner in for Jonathan Isaac. Al Horford, he's checked in for the Celtics. Orlando's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on 3. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, love that. Banchero moves so well with and without the ball.
Boston trailing. Pritchard passes to Horford. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. A three-pointer, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Brown outside. Shoots over Wagner. It's hauled in by the Magic. They won their last game Monday night.
I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Boy, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
And so it's the Orlando Magic with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Auld. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready.
They're pulling out all the stops, refusing to back down, getting themselves to the line. They've got that defense frustrated.
You know what impresses me? Checking out the circumstances for the Orlando. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
On the court for the Celtics, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. The guards are Pritchard and White, and it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle. Magic leading by 6. Carter with the screen. From past the arc, and again it's Orlando with the 3.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Porzingis finds Tatum. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Well, Orlando shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Pass to Carter. Porzingis with the block.
And with that 7'6" wingspan, Porzingis has always been a big-time shot blocker.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejection. Wow.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones, and now their defense is in overdrive.
Wagner kicks to Banchero. Here's Carter. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Well, you look at Flash, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Jalen Suggs is right there as well.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
Tatum looking around. Porzingis with a screen on Banchero. Banchero against Tatum. Great job by Tatum in close.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one, doing it all.
Here's Roberts. He's got 20. Let's at 5 from 18. Again, the Magic score.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Back to Tatum. The 3 is drilled by Tatum.
This is why Tatum is a superstar. His confidence in shooting the ball right away, quick release, money.
For the 407, make some noise, Magic fans.
Here are the Magic now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Roberts. 2 points for him. To the middle. And it's Wagner missing. Celtics trail by 6. White with it, now guarded by Caldwell Pope. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
6 to shoot. Outside White. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
Banchero with the screen. And finished off by Banchero.
Nice work by Banchero, making himself available for the alley-oop pass. He's developing great court awareness.
Brown outside. Here's Pritchard. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And they'll keep possession. Wagner on the wing. Goes back up. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Just punishing the defense from the interior. Wagner doesn't mind scoring against physical defense.
And White gets to Brown. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Outside White. Brown kicks to White. Here's Pritchard. And the Celtics another 3.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Roberts. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now. So far, no go.
Brown the pass to Porzingis. Pass to Tatum. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Boston with the triple.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And the Magic making a change here. Suggs is checked in. Boston also with the sub. Drew Holiday is checked in for White. Here's Roberts. Guarded by Porzingis. A nice shot by Roberts. Roberts got 7 points here in this quarter. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's a 3-point game. Here goes Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
Jason Tatum scores, but also creates for his teammates, a sign of his continuing growth as a player.
Suggs looking around. Carter with a screen on Holiday. Here's Suggs. Now here's Carter. That one falls. And it's 7 points for Wendell Carter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint.
Tatum finds Porzingis. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Roberts got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Shoots the 3. Connects from 3-point range. Roberts got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Magic.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Suggs with the steal.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Orlando?
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
To end the run, Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Holiday.
You know, Holiday is one of those rare guards who's as physical as any other player on the floor. Holiday busting it up inside.
Carter with the bucket.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
There's 1:38 left here in the third quarter. Here's Pritchard, defended by Carter. Brown the pass to Pritchard. And it's off from three-point range. Magic leading by 8. Here's Roberts. He has 30. Wagner outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Pritchard. And 1:01 left to play here in the third. Brown against Wagner. 5 on the clock. Brown down low. The layup off target. Well, Orlando shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. Here's Roberts. Banchero, a screen on Brown. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And guys, that strength will serve Banchero really well in the league, and we're starting to see signs of it already.
Wagner's checked in for the Magic. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Suggs. Austin also with the sub. Hauser's checked in.
And their outside game is simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
Here's Roberts. Banchero outside. Caldwell-Pope for 3. That shot no good. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Orlando out in front. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. So for the Magic, Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. Wagner comes in for Paolo Banchero. And Flash is subbed in for Jalen Suggs. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell-Pope and Wagner. Oh, Wagner out there with Carter. And it's Roberts in at the point. This is out there for Orlando.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Here's Tatum. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. But plenty of time to get back in.
And another miss by Boston.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Roberts kicks it out to Wagner. And the 3 ball is good.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he beat up?
Caldwell-Pope against Howard. Tatum on the wing. Clock at 6. Tatum gets it to go inside.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Carter with the screen. And Wagner has it in the corner. And then Carter with the dunk.
With obvious length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it coin above the rim and make it look easy.
Celtics trail by 15. And here is Tatum. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Tatum.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And the Magic with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Out to Carter. Here's Roberts. Plays it up and banks it in. 34 points for Flash.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Paulo Banchero's checked in for Mo Wagner. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. Listening to what Joe Mazzulla told his team, his emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it
another possession, another assist.
And this is the best someone could run an offense. Pinpoint passing, everyone involved. Every time he touches the ball, good things happen.
And he's now tied for the franchise record for assists in the game. It has been a masterful performance. Pass to Pritchard. Oh, good on the triple.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And Roberts kicks to Wagner. And another assist for him.
And would you believe he set a new franchise record for assists in a postseason game?
On one hand, it's astounding. On the other hand, well, we saw this coming almost from the opening tip. Outside White. Porzingis sets the pick for White. To the paint. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him.
Boy, this team takes on a different attitude when Porzingis imposes his will like that. His energy and attitude, infectious.
And Roberts kicks to Carter. From deep. The offensive rebound. Knocked loose. And stolen by White. Here's Brown. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And, you know, really, guys, Brown is very talented knocking down shots, even when getting hit.
Magic leading by 15. Here's Roberts. Down low. Here's Banchero. And another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Tatum against Banchero. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's White. Rebound by Roberts. And it's Roberts with the ball. He'll bring it up to the Magic. To the inside. And stolen by Tatum.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in Game 2 for the Magic.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And this is a team right now that is really playing with swagger.
Yeah, and anytime you can go up 2-0, you are in the driver's seat. They are riding pretty high going into Game 3.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Flash.
Well, I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
A nice shot by Carter.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Tatum on the wing. He's covered by Banchero. And the layup's good off the glass. Tatum's got 37. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Roberts passes to Carter. Carter with the screen. There's the three. And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Outside, White. So it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series, up now Greg 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Flash.